Total Pro Sports presents the 10 Worst Sports Myths. They say truth is often stranger than fiction. In many cases that is true, but unfortunately some sports fans have grown up believing in stories that are perceived to be true but really aren't. Some of us thought that Lance Armstrong was a champion cyclist but really a cheater. We thought that Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, and Mark McGwire were once-in-a-generation talents, but were just steroid users. So today we will show you some of the common sports stories and beliefs you were told are accurate, when they really weren't. Number 10, athletes are overpaid. In some senses, yes. How does an MLB star like Prince Fielder make more per at-bat than 90-something% of us do in a year? But some pro athletes, like NHLers, are making, say, $1 to $5 million a season. That's well before taxes come. And for guys playing in states like California with high taxes, their paycheck isn't all that strong. Consider this. Athletes do nothing but train for a living 24/7. They spend most of their year-round time away from family and friends. They have to travel extensively and really can't have all that much fun. And as we know in the NFL, plenty of athletes are suffering career and lifelong injuries. They're sacrificing their bodies to be an incredible athlete for just a portion of their lives. So in hindsight, they really aren't overpaid. All right, maybe Pablo Sandoval is. Number 9, soccer sucks. Maybe it's a common thing for many Canadians and Americans to believe. After all, it's nothing strange for a hockey player to lose teeth and blood every day, and some people play on broken legs. Meanwhile, NFL players are playing full games despite being hit and tackled by guys twice their sizes. That's perhaps why people say soccer sucks. They know these athletes love to flop, dive, whine, and aren't as tough as the North American athletes. Also, soccer can be boring to watch, with most games having less than 3 goals these days. But why doesn't soccer suck? It's the most played and watched sport in the world. Basically, every country has an international team, and the FIFA World Cup is watched by hundreds of millions a year. So yeah, soccer doesn't suck. Number 8, Lou Gehrig needed lady luck. New York Yankees icon Lou Gehrig played in 2,130 consecutive games, but the myth is that his teammate Wally Pipp asked for a day off, giving Gehrig the start and the beginning of his streak. Nope, Gehrig earned every bit of that. Pipp was actually struggling, and the Yankees gave their lineup a major overhaul. As such, Gehrig became a star, and the Yankees never looked back on him. Number 7, all MLB stars use steroids. It's perhaps a popular phenomenon that the best MLB players today use steroids. Such is life when the aforementioned stars, Bonds, Sosa, McGwire, and even other MLB icons, like Alex Rodriguez, Miguel Tejada, and Rafael Palmeiro, have their names linked to it. Hey, Ken Griffey Jr., Derek Jeter, Greg Maddux, Ichiro, and Bryce Harper didn't. So let's stop assuming all of these all-natural talents and Hall of Famers are guilty just because some other guys did it. Number 6, NFL players should not wear helmets. With the ever-growing concern of concussions in the NFL, plus the alleged link to CTE, many are wondering how the NFL can fix its problems with head injuries. While retired Super Bowl champion Hines Ward and NFL icon Mike Ditka, among others, have suggested the NFL play without helmets because of how much damage the materials can cause. Yeah, should receivers who are 5'10" be taking hits by these 6'5", 350-pound guys over the middle without protection? Should running backs be at the bottom of piles with a bunch of 300-pounders without a helmet? Yeah, right. Number 5, NFL punters aren't athletes. 1. They play professional football. 2. Do you see some of the hits those guys dish out on punt returns? That's what we thought. Punters play a much bigger role in the NFL than you think. Their punt position and overall accuracy matters. It's not all about offense and defense. They also get Super Bowl rings, so yes, they are champions too. Number 4, Babe Ruth was fat and lazy. The rumor that Babe Ruth was fat and ate hot dogs and drank beer during games is simply silly. It's also an insult to the greatest MLB player to ever live. Ruth was one of the early athletes who actually always took care of his body, training extensively. He was well known for smoking and drinking a lot near the end of his life, but he was really as healthy as it came during his playing career. Why else did he win 7 World Series and hold the home run record for decades? Number 3, Jimmy Hoffa is buried under Giant Stadium. Folks are well aware of the strange disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa, a major leader for the labor union. He disappeared in 1975 after meeting with a pair of mafia leaders at a restaurant just outside of Detroit. Though his body has not been found, many were told and believed that he was buried under the old New York Giants football stadium. Well, the popular show Mythbusters decided to examine it, but they couldn't find any evidence of human remains under the stadium. Then again, nobody knows where his body remains to this day. Number 2, Michael Jordan was suspended for a year. Chicago Bulls legend Michael Jordan retired in 1993 after the team won 3 NBA championships in a row. MJ found his name linked in a gambling controversy, giving birth to a strange myth. It is said that then NBA Commissioner David Stern suspended him for a season for gambling, but he didn't want it to be known that he was punishing the best player ever, so he told MJ to play baseball for a season. MJ had a brief run in the majors and then he came back in 1995. The Bulls won 3 more titles in his tenure. Number 1, athletes are role models. We can all call athletes role models all we want, but we'll list some of what our once favorite athletes really did. Lance Armstrong lied to millions of supporters. He doped for success. Tiger Woods cheated on his wife, having many affairs which led to the downfall of his career. MLB stars like Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens have lied under oath in court. Those are a few, and others have committed heinous acts that we refuse to point out. Maybe you want to say some athletes are role models, but they're really millionaires being paid by billionaires. They are not someone young people should look up to, unless, of course, those athletes are doing wonderful things outside of sports, which isn't always the case. Which sports myth do you wish would be debunked once and for all? Tell us in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please click like. If you didn't subscribe, now's a good time to do so. We upload 7 videos a week. As always, we thank you so much for watching.